The same internet that brought you otters holding hands has delivered new viral gold: newborn twins holding hands. Photos of the infants, born in Ohio last month, and their mother went viral from their sheer adorableness. But the twins' apparent affection for one another wasn't the only thing that made them unusual. They're also mano-mano twins, a very rare occurrence where they share a placenta and amniotic sac throughout the pregnancy. I've never heard of mano-mano birth until I saw those headlines, which I assumed was a reference to some unique birth position that had something to do with monkeys. Mano's monkey in Spanish. But the term mano-mano actually refers to monoamniotic monochorionic. Before we get to what that means, it's important to know how twins typically come about to understand what makes mano-mano twins so rare. Typically, we hear about twins that are fraternal and identical. Fraternal twins come from two different eggs that were both fertilized and implanted into the mother's uterine lining at the same time. They're as genetically similar as siblings that are born separately, and each is nourished by its own placenta, the organ that connects the growing baby to its mother's uterine wall and nourishes the fetus, and in its own amniotic sac, where it grows and is contained until the mother's water breaks. Identical twins come from one egg fertilized by one sperm, forming an embryo that splits into two or more embryos as it develops. If the initial embryo splits more than a few days after fertilization, these twins would share a placenta, which means they're monochorionic. If the embryos also share an amniotic sac, which develops in the second week, they're monoamniotic. So mano-mano twins form because the embryo split 8 to 12 days after fertilization, and the fetuses will be in almost constant contact for their entire development in the womb. If the embryo split any later, the twins would be conjoined. She said her mother, grandparents, and her husband's grandparents all came to their house Saturday night to welcome the little ones. The family spent Sunday trying to relax and enjoy each other. "We were so excited and kept thanking God we made it to that point," she said. "Having them here is amazing, but having them here so healthy when they were premature is absolutely phenomenal." Thistlethwaite said she's grateful that her and her husband's biggest worry now is telling the twins apart. She plans to solve that problem with pink nail polish for one and purple for the other. A second pair of mano-mano twins, born at Akron General the week after Jenna and Jillian, both girls, are still at the hospital and doing well, hospital spokeswoman Amy Kilgore said. "All four girls are progressing as hoped, if not better than hoped," she said. A middle school math teacher, she went into the hospital on March 14th. "It's hard, it really is," she said of extended bed rest. "It was very mentally challenging knowing I have to sit here all day." Besides television, books, and trashy gossip magazines, she viewed YouTube to learn how to crochet baby hats. The girls were born at 33 weeks and 2 days. Mancuso said there were only minor issues during the pregnancy. Although the girls were born healthy, Thistlethwaite said Saturday they had some breathing problems, so they were moved to the neonatal unit at Akron Children's Hospital. Today, Thistlethwaite will get to celebrate Mother's Day by introducing her daughters to their older brother for the first time. "It's the first time that we'll all be together in one room," Thistlethwaite said. Ohio's mano-mano twins are rare because they so infrequently develop, but exceedingly so because they were delivered without any major complications. Knowing that background makes the twins' post-birth hand-holding even more touching.